Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Paulo, and if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this amazing channel and share it with your friends, because I show you guys tips on how you can live life easily, especially for students or someone who is just beginning life as an adult. And because I have experienced so many things, and I feel like if I share with you guys, I am going to help someone who will go through the same things that I have gone through. And so today, guys, I will be telling you the factors to consider when you are moving houses. This is because, guys, I have moved 5 houses so far since 2016. Yes, so since 2016, I have moved 5 houses, and I have had very bad experiences and also good experiences. And I feel like if I share with you this, you will know what to do next. So guys, the first thing, of course, you should consider is the reason why you are moving out. Yes, so you do not want to move out because of peer pressure. You do not want to move out because of something that does not make sense. It has to be something worth the hassle of moving out, because moving out is quite a hassle. So it has to be something worth, maybe you are going to stay near school, or you're going because of work, or maybe you're moving in with someone, or you want to move out from someone's house. So you should always have a good reason for moving out. Yes, so, and of course, if you're clicking on this video, you already knew that you wanted to move on, and that is why you are here. Number two, guys, the thing that you need to consider is house hunting. This is a very big part, but thankfully there are so many ways that you can use to do your house hunting. You can either use an agent, which you'll have to pay some money for them to show you the different houses that they have, and it is very convenient because they're going to tell you according to your price range. If your budget is 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, they will show you all the houses that they have available, and then they will also go and show you the house. But also some of them take advantage, and they take you to houses that they know you will not like. So you also have to be wise on which agent you're going to use to search for the house. And also, do not pay for any service before you see. Like, go with the agent, pay when you see the agent. Don't call and pay online and agree to meet someone. No, you should always first of all meet the agent, go to the agent's office, discuss everything, the price, pay them, and then they take you immediately to see the house. You can also do the house hunting yourself. Go to the area you want to live in, keep asking people, and avoid calling those numbers that are usually written vacant house, and they have very good offers, because I have been conned that way, guys. So when you're doing the house hunting yourself, make sure you see the house that you are going to they're telling you that is available. Visit the house yourself, and do not make any payments. I will keep insisting on that. Don't make any payment after you find the house, unless you are paying to an agent, a bank, or an agent. Do not give cash payment. Don't give M-Pesa. Okay, M-Pesa sometimes, but what if you cannot track that someone? So it is just safe that you use an office or a bank to pay for the house that you find. Another way, guys, that you can do house hunting is through Facebook. So when I was looking for a house, I went through Facebook looking for houses, and there is like a page called Moving In, Moving Out. So you find people who are moving out and they want to give out their house, or they can even recommend a house where you can live. So those are the ways that you can do your house hunting. Number three, guys, very important, is the cost of living in the area you want to move in. So let's assume you are living in Kahawa Sukari, where rent for a bedsitter goes for around 9,000 to 13,000, and you want to move to like Karen, where a bedsitter might even start at 25,000. So you have to consider your pocket and the cost of living in that area. So consider the rent, consider the cost of buying food, because the cost of buying food in Thika Road will not be the same as Ngong Road. Also consider what else? Consider the transport, like the means of transportation. How much are you going to pay? What's the difference? If you are living in Githurai, you know transport going to town can be 20 shillings, 30 shillings, 50 shillings, or when it goes the most, it's 60 shillings. But when you move to another place, you are going to pay a different transport, maybe 80 shillings to 100 shillings. Also consider if the area you're moving to, maybe the cars are not usually available late at night, and maybe you leave work late at night, so you have to consider the means of transport and how much fare you will be using per day if you move out. The other point, guys, is the lifestyle and the culture of the people in the environment you want to move into. So let's say you want to move to a place where it's a bit silent, you want to focus on work, maybe you want to start a family. These you should consider. You do not want to move to a place where it is full of students. Students are very noisy. So if you want to start a family, that is not a convenient place to live in. So you should try to find a place where there are other families, so that you can also feel safe when your children are playing. Also, for students, if you like loud music, you should keep in mind that some houses where their family is living, they have a no noise policy. So if you like playing loud music, maybe go to a place where they will allow that. Consider the lifestyle. If the people there are of, let's say, a higher class, of course you are going to end up spending more money than you would have thought. So the lifestyle and culture. Also, you find, like, in some areas, like in Kenya, you find there are places where only Indian community lives there, or you find a place where only the Muslim community lives there. So it's up to you. Are you going to be comfortable feeling out of place, or would you rather live in a place where you share most of the beliefs with people? So let's say, like, the Indian places, I don't think they allow even other religions or people from other places to go there. So there is no need of you going to ask for a house there when you know you will not be given a house there. Number 5, guys, is the security of your place. The security of where you want to live in. Is it safe to travel at night if you leave work very late? Are you going to find cars to go, or you have to risk walking or using a motorbike? When you get there, is it in a danger that you cannot even walk alone at night? The place you're going to live in, what are people saying about it? We have heard about places where they are very insecure. So always find out about the security of a place. Do they have a security guard? Do they always lock their gates? Do they have so many cases of theft? Because you do not want to live in a place and then end up losing all the things that you have invested in your house in. So always consider security. Like, guys, sometimes in Gidurai they say there is a lot of theft. So when you move there, you have to keep that in mind. Maybe buy the biggest padlock, and so that you can keep your things safe. After you have found the place that you want to live in, this is the other point that is very important. Number 6 is the moving expenses, guys. So you have to keep in mind that when you're moving out, you do not just need to pay rent. You need to pay rent, and you also need to look for a means of transport, and also pay for the transportation, which is quite expensive, guys. Like transporting, like moving out, can cost from 4,000 to 8,000, depending on if you decide to go and find just a normal car to move you, or if you decide to use a moving company. If you use a moving company, it is going to be a bit more expensive, probably around 8,000, but then they are going to do everything for you. They are going to pack the things for you. They will do the transportation, organize your house, and it is going to be very smooth. So if you can afford that, I would recommend that, because I have never used a moving company, and I can tell you guys, my moving out has never been easy. So when you are moving out, also find apart from paying the transportation, is this person providing laborers? You need people to help you carry your bed, carry your furniture, carry everything heavy. And are they going to charge that at an extra expense, or is it within the quoted amount they tell you? You need to ask, because when I moved out, only one guy came, and I had to pay another one from the place now I moved to. I had to find another one because this one refused, the driver refused to help. So I had to find someone else and pay them so that they can help me move my things to the house. You need to also talk to your friends when you're moving out so that they can help you, because personally I struggled a lot because I moved out alone, and I was moving on a day that I was still supposed to report to work. So you can imagine, if you have good friends who can help you move out, come with you, also help arrange, organize, it is going to be very easy for you. So consider consider the expense of moving out, the means of transport, the people to help you, and also packing your things, because things that can break, you need to pack them yourself so that you can also protect them. Also, don't leave the people who are moving your guys to just move alone. Move with them, because some of them are malicious. They will end up ruining your things, and you will not know until they have left, and you cannot do anything, because once they go, they are gone. Number 7, guys, you need to read the rent agreement. The tenant, is it the tenant agreement? Yes, that one. The agreement that you usually sign when you are moving into a new house. The reason why you need to read these, guys, is because some of the terms in that contract, you might not agree to them. Maybe they are saying, let's say like right now when there is corona, there are offers on many houses, and maybe a house that usually costs 18,000 goes for 15,000. So you want to read that letter so that you can confirm that is the rent that they pay, and you do not expect them to increase the rent at any time. When you read this agreement, you also get to know about your rights, what you can do in case of damage. Just reading the agreement is just good. Sometimes you will even find hidden expenses, like in some areas you will find that they pay quite a lot of service charge, like they will pay 15,000 worth of service charge. And if you read the contract, you will be able to know, because like personally, the only service charge I pay is for my garbage and my electricity and water. But some places you will end up paying as much as 10,000, 15,000 only for service charge. So you have to know, is that something you are willing to do? Number 8, guys, you need to inspect everything in that house before you move in. You need to make sure that the paint is newly painted, because they will not paint it after you enter. Do not listen to them. Make sure it is newly painted. Make sure all the locks are working, they can be locked. Make sure the windows are okay, the toilet seat is okay, it is not almost coming out, the window panes are okay. I know you guys understand what I mean. Just make sure everything is working, the taps are working, the water is coming through the taps, because when I moved here, I did not check all the sink, all the taps, and the kitchen sink, the tap was not working, and they almost made me pay for it. But then God, I realized within the second day, and they fixed it for me. So always make sure you check everything in the house, the bulbs, whatever it is. It is not being petty. You are just making sure you are safe in your environment. Number 9, guys, it is very related to number 8, but I wanted to put it as a point itself because it's very important. You need to read the meter in the house you're moving into, the electricity and the water meter. The reason is because some landlords are notorious for carrying forward the previous tenant. Maybe they ran away with a bill of 7,000 for electricity, and then they carry it forward to the next person who moves into that house. So you should always make sure you read your meter so that you can only pay for the expenses that you use. You do not end up paying for someone else's expenses. Also on this point, guys, you need to find out whether they pay the electricity bill by token or by meter, or is it pay bill, token, or postpay. However, there is one that you put in the tokens, and then you use the postpay, you put in the tokens, and then you use the tokens up to when they are over. But some houses you will find the electricity you pay by bill, whereby they come and read for you for the like there is no even time for you to know. They just come and give you a bill and tell you your bill is this. And guys, sometimes they exaggerate the prices, and you will call Kenya Power and they will not listen to you. They will tell you the bill is correct. So you should always make sure you know how the electricity is being paid, if it's by bill or it's by token. Also for water, you should find out whether you have to pay for the water or the house provides for the water, because most places you find like if you're not paying for water, the water will not run 24 hours. Sometimes they cut the water, maybe in the morning the water will be on, and then in the evening it will not be off. So you need to know these about the meters and the water. You know what I mean. Number 10, guys, is the cleanliness of that place. Make sure you check how hygienic they are. Guys, if you find a place when you're entering at the gate, it is very dirty. There is a mtaro with very dirty water, sewage is running there. Is that something you're willing to stay with? Make sure you move to a place whereby the caretaker, the landlord, they make sure that place is clean. Your neighbors are also very clean, because you walk into some areas and you see like everyone, like outside every door, it's just very dirty, and you don't want to live in a place that's stinking. Just make sure you move to a clean place so that you can also enjoy the environment you are living in. Number 11, guys, which is my last point, and it's a bonus, and I have learned this the hardest way, is that you should keep your house very private, guys. So when you move to your new house, don't tell everyone from your old place where you live. Always value your privacy. Some people you do not want to associate with anymore, don't let them know where you're living, because privacy is very important. Also, don't make 50 people know where you're living. Just let the people who are worthy knowing where you're living know where you're living. So guys, those are the factors that you should consider before moving out. And if you feel that I have left out anything, please write it in the comment section. Let's help each other. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. So the next video, I will be showing you my house tour, the empty house tour. So make sure you watch it, probably tomorrow. That's when I'll post it. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Cess Paulo, also at Cess Design, so that you can get to see some of my amazing outfits, like this top I'm wearing right here. As you can see, I made it. So check me out on Instagram. So guys, subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.